Hey guys, and welcome back to another podcast episode with Shamirkp. This week, I just gotta say, I've been sweaty in all sorts of places this week. This has been one of the most uncomfortable weeks ever.
Yo, so true, so true.
Oh man, I've had to buy myself a fan and everything because this week was just one of those like unbearable weeks.
I know, man. The heat was extra, and then the lightning with like no sound. I was like, what now?
Yeah, it's gone mad, man. The weather gone mad. As soon as we get a bit of sun here, then like we get trust it to have been sunny all week when everyone was working, and then like Friday and then Saturday, Sunday is when it starts chucking down with rain.
Yeah.
Usual. Well, you know what the funny thing is, right? Everyone's having to do like stay at home UK vacations this year, obviously because of lockdown, and you know every day they're announcing new places that you have to quarantine for if you go to. So people are doing more and more like UK staycations, but it's like the weather is just so bad here. The weather is so bad and so unpredictable that it's just impossible to like have a holiday here without worrying like, oh, should I pack a raincoat? You know, like it's just like, how can you have a holiday like that, man? How can you have a holiday like that? I don't know. But how are you doing anyways? How's your week been?
I'm good. I'm great. Hot, as stated before. Week's been good. Obviously, in the new job, going swiftly and smoothly, learning a lot, doing a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, just killing it, to be honest.
Well, have you been keeping yourself cool in your new merch?
Oh, I like that. And you know what? Yeah, this thing is such high quality. It's actually pretty thick. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's pretty thick.
So too thick for someone.
With two C's, and I got the sweatshirt as well, which is probably that would probably KO me, to be honest. But yeah. these merch they're nice, man, and like people at work like them as well. Yeah. So yeah, man.
Very nice.
It's doing sick.
Very nice and very sweet. Well, on the note of things that are personal to you, obviously your shirts have got your name on them. Yes, or your signature, sorry. So that's very personal to you.
Yeah.
This week just gone past, I guess a lot of 18-year-olds had probably one of the biggest days of their lives so far. With A-level results. And obviously this year things were a little bit different, you know, with all of the exams not going ahead because of lockdown and COVID and all this type of stuff. And so results day was... it's really difficult to imagine what it would have felt like for an 18-year-old getting results this year, because, you know, if you've taken your exams, you're either like, you know, you're either kind of hoping that your hard work has paid off and you get the results you want and you go into uni, or actually, you know, if you didn't work that hard, you know, you kind of know in your own heart that maybe you didn't work so hard, and when you get the results maybe you don't want, then you can only kind of really blame yourself.
Exactly.
But this time round, it was just a free-for-all. It's like...
Man.
Like, I don't even know how... Would you be anxious? Would you be like... No. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Wait, so let's explain. Let's explain what went down, yeah? So COVID happened. We all know that.
Yeah.
But then they wanted to just give predicted grades, right?
Yeah, so they wanted to give... predicted grades, but the predicted grades were from the teachers.
Mad.
Which were based on like mocks, like performance in class
performance and stuff,
all that type of stuff. And I guess like that has pros and cons, right? Like, you know, if you brown nose, great. It's a great tactic.
Bro,
that's
the
great
best
result.
Tactic. Everyone that's listening to this, go do that, man.
Exactly. You never know. COVID might happen again, and you might have to rely on your teacher giving you grades as well. So brown nosing is the way forward. I'm telling you. But then I think they announced this like triple lock thing, where it was like you could choose the best grades out of the ones your teachers predicted, your mocks, or your predicted, I think.
Right.
Which is mad, because like you could just like choose your grades almost.
That's crazy.
Which is
shall I get an AAA or a BCD?
Yeah, exactly. And I think thing is, I think they should have just sacked it all off. Like, what's the point of even giving grades? Like, the only thing grades are useful for is getting into uni. Just give everyone a uni place. Just say, look, all of you lot that applied, you got a position. Go.
Go. And the amount of money they'll make would be crazy.
Exactly. And the only reason they probably wouldn't have done that is because the universities probably give more offers than they actually have space for. because they know that some people won't get the grades and stuff like that. But for me, that's kind of the only reason why they maybe wouldn't do that. But you know, you're giving these kids these grades, right? Like I don't know, like obviously I'm a little bit older than you know, but for me, my A levels aren't even on my CV or anything. I don't talk about my A levels at all.
I still showcase mine, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it don't really matter.
Exactly. The only thing A levels are useful for is for getting into university. And I think I watched a video earlier today, which it was just like so ironic, and I hated watching it. And it was a CEO of a company.
But always happens. The company.
And they were basically saying, you know, it doesn't matter what grades you got, we still, you know, lots of companies have apprenticeships, and you don't need to have the best grades to be successful. Look at me, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, where are all these guys when kids are stressing about grades and you know, throughout the whole of school? Where are all these people?
Just gone, just hidden in their luxury houses. That's all, man.
Exactly, right? Like you can't tell the kids grades don't matter after they get their results and probably don't do as well as they would have liked to. Like, you can't do that. You're not allowed to do that.
And they're just completely broken down, bro.
Exactly. Like those kids go through, and you know, we're not talking here about other people. We're talking about experience that both me and you have been through as well. And it is such a
stress.
Exactly, it's such a roller coaster of emotions. Like the whole anxiety before about revising, like making sure you understand stuff, being anxious. You know, have I done enough revision? All that type of stuff. To then actually sitting and doing the exams, and then kind of being nervous. You know, being nervous before them in that big hall and stuff. And then it's like the fear afterwards when you talk to your friends. You're like, oh shit, I had a different answer to that question.
What did you put?
That is the worst question to ask, by the way. Never ever ask that question after an exam.
Just walk out, go home.
Exactly. Forget about it. It's done. There's nothing you can do about it now. So just leave.
Forget about it.
And then there's the whole after exams. There's then that like big summer where like for about 2 weeks after exams, you're like, I don't care about exams. And then after that, you're like, wait, hold on.
I care about exams.
4 weeks time is when I get my results.
Yeah.
And then the panic starts, and then it's like panic. And then it gets to results day, and you're just like sweating. You're like, oh my God.
Yo,
what was your results day like?
Yeah. So I just went in so chill, bro. I was like, you know what? I've sat the exam. Me stressing out isn't gonna change anything, man.
Yeah.
It's not gonna change one single thing. So I just rocked up. I just went in there, grabbed my thing, opened it, was like, cool. I got an unconditional anyway, so
okay.
So I was chilling. Like
that makes sense why you were so calm then.
Yeah.
I was about to say no one's that calm on results day.
Yeah, but everyone else was stressing so much.
Yeah.
You can feel the pain in there, man, because people were crying. Their parents were there. Their friends like hugging them if they didn't get the grade. Then you got people celebrating as well. Then people see that, and it's just like all a madness. But what about yours?
Well, I remember. Unfortunately, unlike yourself, I didn't have an unconditional. I had conditional offer.
Yeah.
Which was 3 A's. So it wasn't like an easy one. And I knew I had it in me to get it, but like it was, you know, it's always touch and go, right? You never know. You never really know. And I remember like waking up in the morning, just like going like, oh my God, come on, please don't make my life hell. You know, I'm like, the last thing I want to do is spend all morning on the phone to clearing. Like, please don't let that be the case. So anyways, I go to school with mom and all this type of stuff.
Yeah.
And you kind of get the letter and you open it, and there's just like loads of information on this letter, and you're like, you don't even know where to look.
Yeah.
It's like, what? I'm looking at numbers, letters, like I'm looking at my address, and I'm like, wait, like what does that mean? Does that mean I got 2025? Like what did I get? And then you're like, all right, let me take a deep breath and let me actually look at it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, I've got what I needed. But you can also tell sometimes so obviously the teachers have already seen the results.
Yeah.
So when they give it to you, like they have a certain look on their face.
Yeah, man.
Like if they just give it to you, then it's like, oh shit. But if they give it to you with a bit of a smile, you're like, oh. But yeah, mine was kind of really weird. Like I left to go to school at like something like 9 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
But whilst I was out, so whilst I was at school, I actually got, like, in that time, the postman came and I got a letter in the post saying I got my place at the uni.
Oh, snap.
So it was like, if I literally stayed at home for half an hour, I could have walked into school, like, strolling in like freaking Vince McMahon. Like, I got into my uni. What do you mean? I don't care what my results are. But yeah, because I was like 20 minutes the wrong way around, I had the thing of finding out my results. But yeah, fortunately everything went okay. And I think, actually for most people, things do go better than they expect, and things are never as bad as you may think. Even if you didn't get into your first choice and you end up going to your insurance, or maybe you don't even get your insurance, clearing is. Lots of my friends who went through clearing ended up at very good universities themselves and had really good university experiences and stuff like this. So it's isn't the end of the world. So if anyone watching this kind of has maybe not got the results they wanted, it really isn't kind of the end of the world. I know I'm just kind of being a little bit hypocritical on the video I talked about earlier, but it genuinely isn't. It's everything will be okay. Like, sometimes you just need to be told that everything will be okay. Like, no pressure from your parents or anything. Sometimes some people just need to say to you, everything will be okay.
Everything's gonna be fine, man. Everything's gonna be fine, and it's about what you do with that, man. Like, if you do flop, it's about your comeback from that. It's about what you do then to kind of get to where you want to get to.
Exactly,
and because man, you'll have your eye on your vision of what you want, right? And not always do you think you'll reach that by going the way that you think. It will take you on some next level detour, teach you a few lessons, and then you'll reach it. Yeah,
so, definitely. Life's never a straight line and a ascendancy to where you want to be. And I think the thing that's good about it, right, is up until like the age of 18, your whole life is kind of just already laid out for you. So like you grow up, you go nursery, you go primary school, you go secondary school. That A-level point is where you get kind of the inflection point, where that's where you actually start making decisions on your life.
Yeah, exactly.
And it does, and maybe, I can think from my experience, I didn't necessarily think of it as that. Like, I didn't think of it like that. I didn't think of it as like a life decision or something. But that's where you can really make the decision yourself as to whether you want to pursue like further education, or whether you want to pursue just getting a job, right? Like, or whatever it might be. And there's no one right way to be successful. One, because you define what successful is to you.
Yeah, I was about to say, man.
And two, because there are so many different types of opportunities out there for everybody, and it doesn't necessarily mean you have to follow the traditional model that people expect you to follow.
Yeah, and also like parents, man. What parents expect as well. You don't have to do that. You just do what you feel. Obviously, if they're supporting you like hell, then you gotta be achieving some things, I guess. But all in all, man, I think everyone turns out for the best anyway. So
yeah, and I think if anything, it gives you a bit of that kind of fire in the belly, because you kind of know that if you want something,
100%,
you got to put the work in, regardless of whatever it is, whether it's A-level results, whether it's an apprenticeship, whether it's creating YouTube videos, whatever it is.
And anything you're doing. Supporting that, like anything you're doing, just having the motivation behind it it feels so good, man.
Yeah, it does. It does feel so good. But I guess one of the best things about results day though is afterwards, because the relief. Oh my days!
What was it, man? People are like, after results day, you're either drinking vodka or bleach.
Yeah, bro. It's like it's madness, man, and I'm sure throughout the course of like just this past week and this weekend, many 18-year-olds will be going out partying and stuff, and you know what, go for it, fair play, enjoy it, and I'm going to use that as a slight segue. So whilst all these kids are out and about celebrating, that as you said, they will be drinking alcohol, and they will be mixing that alcohol with mixers. And so we're going to move into the next section of the episode, something that I suggested because I think this could be incredibly controversial.
It could start a fight, bro.
It could start a fight, and it may lead to the end of the podcast. I don't want to make like a D-Day scenario, but there are some certain things and certain drinks on this next tier list we're about to do that if you try and fight me on this, like I swear down, I'll press stop record.
Bro, I'll delete my whole YouTube channel.
All right, let's jump into it. So we're doing a UK soft drinks tier list, and obviously we've got the 5 categories as always. We've got elite tier, god tier, can't be touched. You know the drill. We've got then hits the spot. So these are the ones where you've kind of, particularly on a week like this where it's really hot, when you have that drink, it just like really quenches your thirst and hits that spot. We then got the average ones that, you know what, if you're at a party and they're there, you'll drink it. If you're at a vending machine, you're not going to choose it.
Nah, that's actually good.
Then we have I'd rather have water.
Toilet water.
Yeah, and then I'd rather drink toilet water. So yeah, we're gonna jump through these, and yeah, as I said, I'm gonna fight you on some of these because I have strong opinions on some of these.
Oh,
so let's start off with the first. Let's start off with the first one.
Good.
All right, so the first drink we're gonna hit up is Old Jamaica ginger beer.
Oh, yo. I ain't had that in time, you know. You know what? After this, I'll probably end up buying all these drinks that I haven't had for time.
Go Costco in it and buy like 100 of each of these.
I swear. Nah, man. Ooh, that cold. Yo, initially, that just hits the spot.
Nah, bro. Elite.
Initially.
Elite. Has to be elite. It's so good.
It is so good.
It's so good. You know what? Like, what this tier list doesn't have is the extra fiery one.
Yeah.
That one's paying, but for
me,
it's elite tier. There's no debate here. Like that's my
I
go-to.
Probably bump it up to elite just for the rarity of it. Like, how often do you have it, man? And when you do, it's
it's so good. It's so good. All right, bro, next up is San Pellegrino, the lemonade version.
Ooh.
Fun little fact about San Pellegrino. Do you know why they have the little foil wrapper on the top?
You know what? Yeah, I do. And the reason why I know that is because you told me when I used to live in London and we went to that pizza place underneath my place.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
I do remember. You got a sick memory. Go on then. Why don't you explain to the folks?
Because in the warehouse they keep it in, they don't want rats pissing on the cans.
Correct. So you have that to protect the actual bit where you sip from.
So the metal bit that you play with when you take it off has rat piss
exactly.
on it.
Has rat pee, has rat droppings on it. Who knows what else?
Yeah, nasty.
But where are you sticking San Pellegrino lemonade?
Bro, you know what, yeah. It just reminds me of that pizza place and like having like the warm pizza and that cold drink. And I wouldn't say that's an average drink, man. I would say, it's hard. If there was one hits the spot on average, then yeah. But you know what, man? You can't sit on fences and get splinters, innit? So I'm gonna have to go for.
Okay, let's say on 3, right? I think I know which my one is, right? Yeah, 3, 2, 1, average.
Hits the spot.
Oh! I knew that was gonna happen. All right, I'll go with you. I'll stick it in hits the spot. I don't mind. All right, so next up is 7-Up, and obviously we've just gone for San Pellegrino lemonade. We've got another lemonade drink up next.
Man,
better or worse?
It's difficult because I used to drink this drink a lot. So, and nice and cold and refreshing as well. However, it was just one of those things that, you know, it was good because you knew it was going to be good. Like, it didn't really change wherever you went.
Yeah.
So, I think I might have to go for average.
Average. I think for me out of lemonades, I prefer Sprite.
Oh, Sprite.
To 7-Up.
Yeah, Sprite is good.
But yeah, anyways, right, next one. Next one is a drink that I haven't had in time, and that is Rio.
Rio.
Bro,
I can't remember the Rio drink, you know.
It's so like, it's really fruity.
Okay.
It's like, I think the closest thing I can compare it to is like Fanta Fruit Twist. It's like that type of...
Now that is an elite drink.
Yeah, Fanta Fruit Twist. You know what? I actually don't even think Fanta Fruit Twist is on this tier list, which is absolute travesty. But yeah, it would go in elite tier.
Okay. Rio.
Yeah, I think for me, Rio hits a spot.
Okay, fair.
Just,
I don't recall having this drink, so
like it's just that tropical flavoring is
man.
just like mwah,
oh, what?
so good.
Remember that Lucozade Caribbean Crush?
Oh no, see, I didn't like that one.
That was so nice.
I did not like it.
That was like summertime vibes throughout, man. It was a strong taste, but we'll put Rio.
It was I can imagine. Those type of Caribbean fruity type ones, they're to be fair, they're all quite similar, really. Those those fruity punch type ones. All right, next up we have Fanta Orange, so the OG Fanta. Where would you stick this?
Fanta Orange with no ice, or hey.
Ice is just water, so if you want to dilute your drink, go for it.
I like my Fanta with no ice. I think
Heis. It's not ice, it's heis.
I think I might have to go in. Should we do 3, 2, 1?
All right.
Have you got some things to say about it?
I think I know. I think I just know where it goes for me, at least.
Okay, go on.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Here's the spot.
Yes! There we go. We agree on one. There we go. All right. Next up is going to be a divisive one, and we'll probably come to this debate in a little bit. But it's Pepsi Max.
I used to.
Where do you stand on the whole Coke Pepsi or Coke versus Pepsi thing?
Coke is just so much better, man. I don't.
Yeah. I 100% agree.
Bruh.
Like Pepsi is not the vibe.
You know what, man? I'd rather drink water, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Me too. I'd rather have water than Pepsi Max.
Dead drink, bro.
All right, next one is again another interesting one because actually a lot of these drinks, when you think about it, are quite similar.
Yeah.
And the next one is Tango Orange.
Oh.
How is Tango Orange different to Fanta Orange?
You know what? Tango Orange bangs so much more.
Does it?
Yeah, I swear to God, it bangs so much more.
What? So that means it needs to go into elite.
Yes.
Tango Orange is not elite.
Bro, I'm not buying that. You know what? For me, it's one of my favourite drinks. So
really?
I'm putting elite.
Okay. Tango Orange.
So what are you putting that as? Because I'm putting that as elite.
Well, I'll leave it as elite.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big fan of ginger beer, so I'll let you have one up there.
Cool.
All right, the next one I think again is one I know 100% where I'll be putting it, and that is Dr. Pepper.
Oh my days, so good, so good,
so good.
Bro. So
my favorite. The thing is, the ones here we get in the UK are very different to like the ones you get in the US.
Okay, how's that?
Mainly because of like sugar and other types of things that we have maybe tight. I think we have tighter restrictions on in the UK and in the EU than the US do.
Yeah.
But the US one just is so much better.
Bang's different.
It's so much more peppery.
Okay.
Not to say that the UK one isn't peppery, but one, it's also way more available in the US than it is here in the UK. And it's kind of just a lot more peppery. But I think regardless of it, whether it's a UK version or the US version, for me it's an elite.
It's an elite drink, man. That is. It's
elite. All right. Next up then is again another interesting one, and I think I know.
All these drinks just banging it, like low-key.
I know, but soft drinks are mad. Like the soft drinks are mad. And actually, when you think about it, though, a lot of the ones we've done, like. They're all just the same as well.
Yeah, they're pretty similar, aren't
just
they?
Just different branding. But this next one, I think, this one for me is not a very good one, and that is Lilt. I can't even remember the last time I had a Lilt. Time ago.
It was forgotten for a reason, you know?
Yeah.
I think
Mate, I'd honestly rather think I have drink toilet water than Lilt.
Yeah, same.
I think unfortunately it's going to have to go down there. All right. Next up, we talked about the debate. Now it is Coca-Cola Classic.
Bang, straight up there. Elite.
Straight up elite here. Has to be OG drink. OG.
You cannot go wrong.
No messing around.
You cannot go wrong with this drink.
You cannot.
When it's cold, when it's flat, just anything, bro. It's sick.
Exactly, man. It's just You know what? Wherever you are, if there's a Coke, you always know it's a safe bet as well.
Exactly.
It's like, you know what? I know what I'm getting with a Coke. I like it.
Consistency.
And it'll be great. Well, so the next one, let's jump on then, just to see how we vary on this one. The next one is then Diet Coke.
So, the only thing I know about Diet Coke is apparently it gets you drunk quicker. However...
What?
Yeah, apparently so.
Wait, since when was that a thing?
Dunno. From the grapevine it was. But I don't really drink Diet Coke, you know. I don't really drink diet drinks. I don't really drink soft drinks.
So I've actually found myself nowadays drinking more Diet Coke than normal Coke.
Okay. How do you think the taste
actually differs? There is a slight taste difference, but you would expect that, right? You're not buying the same product.
Exactly.
But for me, Diet Coke is in the same category as normal Coke.
Okay.
It still hits that spot of that like Coke taste. I'm going to stick it in Elite because
fair play, man.
Yeah, I think it has to go there. All right, next up is Rubicon Mango.
Ooh.
The fizzy one.
Ooh. I would... Is it Elite? I'd say it's alright. It's a nice drink to have from time to time.
Yeah.
Bro, anytime I just think of Rubicon, though, I just think of Indian weddings, innit?
I was literally thinking a thing. I was like, as Asians, we have to put it in hits the spot at least.
Yeah, innit?
This is the drink that reps for our community.
Exactly. It definitely hits the spot.
Yeah, it definitely hits the spot. Like, I think Rubicon was owned by Indians as well.
Okay.
Back in the day.
Or
it might even still be owned by Indians. Anyways, we have to rep. So it goes and hits the spot.
Okay.
All right, next up is Vimto Fizzy.
Ooh. Vimto Fizzy. I swear, all these drinks, there was a time in my life where I was just obsessed with them.
You just go to the corner shop,
I swear,
and pick them up on the way back from school and stuff like that.
I would say, that Vimto taste is so good though, isn't it?
Like that kind of blackcurrant-y type taste.
Is that hitting the spot? I don't know. I had that, but
I don't know. I think it's average. I think it's average.
I had it in time.
I think it's not a go-to, I think, for me.
It isn't a go-to. If I'm seeing it on the shelf, I'm not picking that. Like, I'll pick something in the hits the spot and Elite, but...
Exactly.
By all means, it is a good drink, though. It's a great drink.
It is a good drink, and that that whole blackcurrant taste is well, we talk about all the other drinks, right? There's not really any other drink that's similar to that, right?
That. No, what?
So yeah, fair play to them. All right, next up, well, I'm gonna go for two drinks,
okay,
and I want you to compare them for me. And one is Lucozade original flavor,
right?
And then and the second one is Lucozade orange flavor.
Original.
What, you choose original over orange?
Original, bro.
No, Shamir, don't do this to me. The original one is so dead.
Are you crazy?
It tastes like nothing.
No, I'm sorry, but I had the original one about a few days ago, and this was sick. I loved it. Nice and fresh and cold. And you know what? Yeah, it's original. So just deal with it, Kieran. Deal with it.
No, the orange is so much better. So much better.
You know what? If I'm going to go for orange, I'm going to go for Tango or Fanta.
Well, can we both put them in hits the spot then? Because I ain't putting original in Elite.
We'll hit the spot.
Nah, I ain't putting original in Elite, man. That's madness. All right, next up is Tizer. Like, I feel like I've had Tizer maybe like once in my life.
Yeah, I'd rather drink toilet water.
And there's probably a reason why I didn't buy it again.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So toilet water it is.
Toilet water.
All right, next up is KA.
KA, bro.
Are we the right people to judge KA?
I don't think so, man.
I think we should just put it in average and move on.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on from that one. Yeah. All right, next up is Pepsi. We talked about the whole Coke Pepsi thing. We stuck Pepsi Max down at I'd rather have water, and for me, Pepsi is the same, if not worse.
The same, bro. It's
the same.
just still dead. I don't know how it's
Just
winning all
dead,
these
man.
like tests, like taste test contests and all this malarkey.
Yeah.
I just don't understand.
I don't know. There's some people I know who just swear by Pepsi and
Oh
don't
my
drink anything else other than
God.
Pepsi, and I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't.
Oh,
Get
you
it.
know what's so annoying though? When I don't know, you're at a bar or something, and you go, yeah, I'll have Coke, or I'll have
And they
this
go, "I've
with
got
Coke,"
Pepsi.
and they put Pepsi in, or they go, "Is Pepsi okay?" And I'm just like, "Is Monopoly money okay?" Like, are you it's just not the same, bro.
It is not the same. And like Pepsi, nah.
Get out.
No, thank you. All right, next up is wow, it's not really a fizzy drink, so I don't know why it's on this tier list, but it's Oasis.
Oh, ooh, that's a good drink. I usually get that at Mackey's, you know. At Mackey's.
Well, they do Oasis at Mackey's.
Yeah, bro, on my days.
I don't know, I always
man.
just normally get a soft drink from the fountain.
Yeah. Nah. This one bangs. It's so like...
Do you not find
Go on.
that Oasis makes your mouth already dry?
I was just about to say that. I was like, this one bangs, yeah, initially. Like, the taste is so nice. But then, that dryness starts settling on, like, the side of your cheeks and stuff.
I always feel like you buy it, like the first couple of sips, you're like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
But by the end of the bottle, you regret it.
Yeah, that's so true.
So for me, it goes an average based on that.
And I think that's why I buy it at Mackey's, because I just chow down my Mackey's. Like, that's a quick time food, man.
Exactly.
So a few sips for me is fine. So
Is
average.
enough.
Average.
Right, a couple more left to close out this one. Miranda, the old chicken shop OG drink.
You're a chicken shop guy, innit?
I do love Miranda. It's so nice. It's just such a perfect complement for chicken. It's just like it's the perfect drink. You know
I
how
ain't
like
really had
people
it
spend.
too much. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you know how like people spend like thousands of pounds and loads of time finding like the perfect wine
Yeah.
to go with their fancy meal? All you need is a 60p Miranda to go with chicken, and you are sorted. You are done. So good. For me, that's gonna go hits the spot.
Alright, fair, man.
It's the one. It's the one.
With chicken. And chicken's good.
And it's good. Yeah, 2 left.
Go on.
The next one is another Coca-Cola one, but this time it's Coca-Cola Cherry. What are your thoughts on cherry drinks?
I used to compare the cherry one and and Dr. Pepper quite a lot. However,
Really?
Dr. Pepper was just so much better, like every single time, and cherry was like the fallback if Dr. Pepper wasn't there. So, I think I might have to go for average. Like,
Ooh, I kind of agree. I think thing is if there's a Coke Cherry there and a normal Coke or a Diet Coke,
Yeah.
I'd always go for the normal one.
yeah.
But if there's no other Coke, then I'd take Cherry.
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, all right. Final one.
Go on.
We are gonna go for, and that is Mountain Dew.
Boy,
We don't
you
really
better.
get this much. We don't really get much Mountain Dew in the UK. It's not really
don't.
drunk as much here in the
You
UK.
don't. Oh, we used to sell it at our old work, right? But I think it was like
Yeah.
the 0 sugar one, and everyone was like, "This drink is dead without sugar." Like,
It's disgusting. Yeah, it's disgusting. For me, that's down in I'd rather drink toilet water.
yeah, like, you know what? I think the only way I'll disagree with that is because I've had it in America. However, if we're just basing it in UK, I'd rather drink toilet water, because in America, it bangs so much differently. Oh
It
my
does, yeah.
days!
You can get these like
it's so strong.
you can get these like liter bottles of it and all that as well.
Yeah.
It's like literally because it's like green as well, and the bottle's green.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like you're drinking some sort of like souped up juice
Yeah,
or something.
exactly. Like nitrous or something.
Yeah, exactly. But well, there we go. That is our UK soft drinks, fizzy drinks tier list. Let us know if you agree or disagree with any of our choices, and let us know what some of your favourites soft drinks are, maybe from the UK or the US. Are there any particular drinks that you'd add to this, or change of ours, let us know. Happy to discuss them
in the
with
comments
all of you guys
below.
Exactly. And well, as we talk about, I wish I had a good segue for this one, for the next part of this video, but I just don't have one.
It wasn't God's plan. Ooh.
So yeah, Drake. Yeah, what about Drake? What about Drake?
Man, Drake put out a new banger today. What's it called? Laugh Now, Cry Later.
Laugh Now, Cry Later.
It's so true though, isn't it? Like, just the title of that song. Just laugh now, cry later, man. Like, enjoy.
Well, there's a bar in there. There's a bar in there where it talks like, it's something along the lines of "I took half, but she took it all."
Oh yeah,
yeah. Like, oh. I took a half, and she took the whole thing. Slow down, baby.
Oh. That one hits home. That line does. That's such a Drake bar.
Yo, he's so good at it. He makes them Instagrammable captions, man. Like, if I'm looking for a caption, I'll flip through Drake songs, man. I ain't gonna lie. Drake or J. Cole, that's it. Go in there.
Yeah, man.
Go in there.
They are the one. But what do you think of the video? What do you think of it? It's obviously shot at Nike's headquarters.
So first off,
late at night.
First off, this guy posted an Insta with saying tomorrow midnight. Here's me thinking it's gonna be a whole album. Gas like no other, man.
You got played.
Me and my friends are like, oh, we'll do a reaction video, blah 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 blah. Yo, everyone thought it was his backyard as well, man. That's how rich the guy is, bro. Everyone was like,
mad,
if this is your backyard, oh my days. But yo, he filmed it at the Nike. What was it? The Nike Center or something?
Yeah, like their world headquarters, right in Portland, Oregon.
And man, that place, I want to go. I want to go.
I
want to go in my brand and make a collab.
Well, that's the whole thing, right? I think one of the things that I read some stuff online talking about it, and people were talking about whether possibly this hints there might be like an OVO Nike collab.
Okay.
Possibly,
because he is proper,
in the works.
He's repping Nike like no other now.
Yeah, exactly, right. He said, right, he's checks over stripes, right? He said that, right?
That's
he said that in sicko mode, right? So ever since then, how many years ago was that, right? But he has had. It's interesting because he has flirted with Adidas in the past as well.
Yeah, 100%.
And things haven't kind of materialized into a formal like partnership between them. And now I think he's very much like Team Nike.
Yeah, all the way.
And like it shows, right? It shows with the people he was able to get in the video. He was able to get Kevin Durant, like Odell Beckham Jr., Marshawn Lynch. Like he got some big names in the video, and only someone like Drake could get those people in a video, man. Like no one else is getting those people in a video.
Facts. And yo, can we just quickly talk about the cars that he had in that video, man? Jesus Christ, these cars don't even like basically exist. And man just got 2 of them, not 1.
Yeah,
2, and in the only 2 colors they make.
Well, what's really weird is I thought a lot of those kind of concept cars they make can't actually drive, like they don't genuinely have an engine in them. But apparently they do.
Apparently they do, unless someone was just pushing it from the back. Could you imagine?
Mate, there might be a guy in a green screen just pushing the car.
Literally.
I wouldn't even be surprised if that was the case. Yeah, because I think it's rare that they actually make, because those concept cars are there for a design perspective rather than like a functional car perspective. But yeah, I think that was cool. I think like the cinematography was really good in the video as well.
It was nice.
Also, have you found like what was all that bit around where he just turned around and he went, baby? It's like that's gonna be such a thing. You know what? I actually thought of starting this episode by just being, hey Shumir. Baby. It's one of those things where, like, you know, especially when he gets all the special guests doing it as well.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, that's going to be a TikTok thing, right?
Oh, bro.
Where someone turns around and they're going to be like, baby.
This guy is so smart at different levels, man. So, man's got like a TikTok potential in there. Then he's got like the meme of him crying, innit? And just...
Oh, yeah, geez, I didn't think of that.
And him just getting absolutely
be a crying meme, isn't it?
Did you see the part where he got tackled to the ground?
Oh, yeah, by Marshawn Lynch. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
my God.
This guy...
I also think... I also think Lil Durk went really hard in the tune. I think his verse was really sick.
The start of his verse was sick, innit?
I'm not the biggest fan of Lil Durk.
Nah.
Like I don't really like listen to too much of his stuff.
Yeah.
But you went hard in that. He went hard in that in his verse, and it worked really well with the song. I think.
Yeah, 100%. Did you like the part where it was like, can you not play him at the club because we don't listen to rats?
Yeah.
6ix9ine, bro.
I'm in the trenches, relax. Can you not pet that little boy in the club? Cause we do not listen to rats.
Mad, innit? I need to see a genius breakdown of the lyrics of that, because I think there was definitely some stuff that I missed, and there's some deep stuff in there. But yeah, like, it's like, there hasn't really been anyone, not even like the likes of like Taylor Swift or Ariana or people like that kind of every song they released is just like, it's just certified banger,
bro.
Like, even like the bloody freestyle he did with Heady One was a banger.
Bro, that was sick.
And then this will be a hit, right? The beat is sick,
bro. It's the only song I played today, I swear to God.
It's
to work and back and in the gym, everything, bro. Like,
so the other song I played today, and it was on my top 3 tunes today as well, was do you know Lotto Boys? They're from Birmingham, right? I think they're from Birmingham. They released a new song called Miss Jagger, and it's sick.
Okay,
such a good song.
So
definitely check it out. But yeah, no, that Drake song's been on repeat as well today.
That's definitely gonna be in my cycle.
Oh yeah. It'll be on mad rotation over the next couple of weeks, I think. Hopefully by the time it starts dying down a bit is when the album comes out, and then we've got like however many new songs to enjoy.
When do you think the album's gonna come out?
I don't know really. I don't think it'll come out like super soon. Like I wouldn't expect it to come out in the next week or so. I'd probably say like September, or I would say.
You're going a bit later. Oh yeah. Oh, maybe end of August.
Why? When do you think? You think end of? Well, that's super soon. What, you think it'll come out in like 2 weeks' time?
Yeah, man. It's either then or like October time.
Okay.
Because I think it's gonna be like October's very own and all that stuff.
Yeah. And I think also by October you start getting a bit of the whole Christmas stuff.
Exactly.
And people start buying more and all this type of stuff.
The flex is higher, like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, all I ask for, right, is sooner the better from my perspective. Right. Sooner the better.
Just please, we need another joint.
We need some more, man. We've had, what have we had? What did we have? Do we have the care package this year?
Care package.
It was this year, wasn't it?
There was.
Or was that last year?
Oh, I don't really know. But
that was last year.
I still bang it out. Then Dark Lane demo tapes, and that was
this year. That
was sick. Little Tootsie Slide, bro. Tootsie Slide still pops hard, bro. I sometimes when I do my night routine, I just whack that on, whack my earphones on, do a little dance at night, like, hey.
Well, the thing is, like, for me, like, Tootsie Slide, like, came out when we were kind of just first going into lockdown.
Yeah, exactly.
And for me, that just brings back, like, all the memories of when we first went into lockdown.
Yeah, 100%.
Which is mad. But yeah, like, Drake's just, when he releases new music, you pay attention.
Exactly.
And that as an artist is that's a mad position to be in. I did actually record a reaction to the video, so go check it out on my channel.
Link it below.
I will link it below, and make sure you guys go check it out. But I think we'll leave it at that for this episode. Thank you guys for listening in on this one. It's been another one where we've meandered round, and we haven't really stuck to a subject. But hey ho. That's kind of how these episodes have become. But as always, guys, really appreciate you watching these and supporting both of our channels. Please make sure you subscribe to both of us if you haven't already. There's no reason not to. So hit that subscribe button and make sure so you don't miss any more episodes. We've been posting these really regularly, and we will continue to post them regularly.
We have, right?
So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace. Cop the merch.
I'm going to cut that bit out.